So, it's been a while, for it. 5 years.
Or more.
Or more. It's a little bit more, going on almost 6. So what was it like, now seeing me as well, but see Andrew even beforehand?
As I recall Andrew, he was angry, not happy, and didn't really know who he was. I think did know who he was, but wasn't able to know how to be there, to be present. And now I see a different person in Kat. She's evolved, and she's, well, it's the Mormon term, she's blossomed like a rose.
Well, at least it's not popcorn popping on an apricot tree.
But yeah, I see a happy person now. Someone who is true to themselves and able to be themselves.
You were talking about, and I forgot all about the part, but you're talking originally about requests I originally asked of you.
Yes. Before you moved from Salt Lake, on more than one occasion, you asked me to cut off your, and
my ball, with my penis.
Yes, and I thought, okay, obviously not serious, but then I came to a realization that you were serious, and which made me very uncomfortable, because, but I didn't realize how serious you were until after you moved, and I didn't know why you were moving. I just knew that one day you said, I'm moving. I've got to get out of here.
Yeah, that's during the drug time. Very little people, some people knew what was the reasons going on.
And I didn't know to the extent what was going on. And yeah, sometimes ignorance is bliss for me. But you're here today, and I'm glad you're able to do some healing this week too.
So what was it like, because you were telling me originally, what was it like to see the video that was posted the other day?
Very therapeutic for not only myself, but especially for you, to see that you're able to go back to the site of the crime. Literally.
Driving the car into the reservoir, yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't necessarily say a crime as much as...
Well, and to actually...
quiet desperation.
Walk the same footsteps, and to be able to now walk back from that and
dry this time,
right, and turn your back on the demons that you left in the water.
Right. That part was very healing. It's funny because I just had the privilege of watching I Am Kate with you for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have asked, why am I doing this series? Yeah, I know the series is coming out, but I was starting to do this. Kind of my whole transition throughout, even before surgery and after. So what is it like being able to rekindle with Kat? Being able to see her, talk with her and everything, this trip. And what's been like following this journey over the last probably a good year again since we've been reconnected?
It's been a learning curve for everyone. I mean, I have no problem with it, but it's new to me. So there are things that I am learning along the way. And it's opening my eyes and making me more accepting of there are other people out in the world that I don't understand what they're going through or their position, but it's not my place to judge them negatively. I need to open my heart and let my heart speak to their hearts.
You said this, watching the journey of mine, watching my posts, watching everything has been life-learning to you, so you told me earlier.
Correct.
That has been changing in a lot of ways. And how you interact. How has it changed for you, doing being a trans ally or being...
It has taken me a while, but I'm getting there. And there are things that I don't understand because I'm not transgender. There are things that I don't understand about other people because I'm not in their boots. But I need to realize that and embrace the difference. And hopefully that's what the world's all about. We're all brothers and sisters. And we just have to accept each other. We don't have to, but it's a joy to. So.
You haven't changed, look-wise or anything.
Thanks. I pay you well.
Not enough. But no, it's been great. It's to be able to come and have the experiences from this trip has been very healing. And to spend time with you for somebody who's been very important in my life.
Well, thank you.
I'm the kind of person, I am the person who's always been about pushing people away when they get close. Because I was afraid of hurting them. Not being able to deal with my own self. And so how can I expect other people to deal with me? How can I expect other people to understand me or accept me when I couldn't accept myself? Mm-hmm. People have told me I was very hateful, very spiteful, very everything over the last, in the beginning. I was like, my mom told me even, I was like, fuck, not fuck her, but fuck, fuck everyone, I'm going to do this, no negotiation, no talks, no nothing, I need to do this. But you brought up a good point. It was survival. Mm-hmm. It was a time that it was live or life and death for me, and I realized how much of me that I was losing, even in my transition, when it came to trying to find me. It got to the point where I wanted to have nothing to do with Andrew.
And you severed all ties with everyone in that aspect. We lost contact with each other for years.
For a few years.
And finally I stumbled onto you on Facebook. I believe that's how it was, and it was amazing just to see where you had been since I have last been with you. I mean, we both have gone down some rough roads, mm-hmm. and hopefully we've learned from them.
I have. It's been very healing. It was my grandmother who actually helped me love me mm-hmm. as a whole. In order to help my family, we were going by Andy Cat or just there. It kind of switched into Katandi, especially when we were dealing with the media company and when I was, coming back out here for filming and stuff like that. Working with up in Ogden, but Katandi, Cat Andy, changed to Y and I, but it became something like healing as a talisman of sort, kind of combining and representing both worlds. I had my papers to do my surgery back in 2012. And I ripped them up because I was not ready.
And was that a good thing?
At the time, yes.
Yes.
It was because I had to learn to love myself first. I can't believe it's been 7 months. It seemed like it was just yesterday. It still seems like I just woke up from a bad dream. But I had my surgery and everything when the time was the right time for me because I got to learn to love me. I got to learn to embrace. I'm watching Caitlin's thing, and I have to say I'm privileged in a lot of ways too because, I've never had to deal with the same plights as many other transgender women or transgender men have had to do.
The depths of the struggle are different.
They are for me because, even though the struggle has been really real just within myself, I have never had to really know what it's like to be accosted or feel like going through the airport. When I travel pretty much everywhere, I've traveled this country pretty well over the last 5 years. Right? I've never really had a problem with me or anybody thinking I was anybody but who I was presenting. The biggest problem I had was accepting me mm-hmm. in that journey. Accepting a body dysmorphia, accepting everything. And that's where it came really about having to learn to love myself, which I had to do to get out of my addiction a couple of years back.
It's something you don't do overnight.
But I had to learn to trust people, and I had to learn to let people in. And I had to learn to let people in who I pushed away and asked for forgiveness from.
Yeah.
You know, I had to re-invite and start being open. I have people...
And start over.
No. I have to disagree. I thought that. I thought each time I could start over or do something.
No, I mean start over with that rekindling that trust and the friendship with being able to open yourself up to let other people back into your life.
That's Kat. You know, like it's like, cause my friend Julie was telling me, it's like, she hated Kat in the beginning. Mm-hmm. She hated Kat. I was kind of self-entitled, or I was kind of like, this is me, you know.
You were a bitch.
Just because, it's more one way than one, but just because, you know, I did not know how to be anything, but I did not know how to allow.
It was your defense mechanism for so long.
It wasn't that the people thought I was a bad person. It just, I was extreme. I was blocked off.
Well, and it's similar to me, is that it's very difficult for me to let other people into my life because of things that have happened in the past that we don't want to happen again. And so those people that we do bring into our lives, we mean it.
Yeah. You know, and I'm grateful for ours. You know, it was like we never left each other, you know, coming. That connection has been very beautiful. Now I'm crying. It's like, fudge. But yeah, you're talking about, it's like the phoenix, you know, really.
Truly rising from the ashes.
It is. Very healing, very rewarding.
Well, you're very deserving.
Thanks.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you too. Okay.